SSI, otherwise known as Supplemental Security Income, and the massive raise to your monthly benefits as a result of a new report that was just released. I have all the details, what you need to know, and the very important numbers right here in the video, so let's get right into it. Alright, with everything going on right now, a raise to monthly benefits for fixed income beneficiaries, including SSI or Supplemental Security Income, literally could not come fast enough. Well, as a result of everything going on, I do want to share with you a new report and a massive raise to your monthly benefits that was just discussed in this report. So let's get into it and talk about all the details as well as the very important numbers that you want to know as far as what a raise could be to your monthly benefits going forward. So let's get right into it. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video. I am your one and only daily advocate, and I am very much dedicated to you and this community to continue doing all the research and breaking it all down into these short videos so that you can stay updated with what is actually going on right now during this very busy time, especially as it pertains to your fixed income benefits, money, benefits, raises to benefits, reform, new bills, packages, as well as checks, stimulus, and anything else that is going on right here, right now. And I want to help you grab as much as you possibly can during this very busy and confusing time as things continue to change so incredibly fast. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. And let's get into it and discuss this new report as well as the very important numbers behind what your raise could be going forward, specifically focused on SSI, Supplemental Security Income. All right, so first off, I do know that there are a lot of you here in the community receiving other fixed income benefits like Social Security Retirement, maybe SSDI, Survivors, VA, or RRB. Now, I do have a lot of dedicated videos here on the channel for you, but in this video, I do want to specifically focus on SSI, Supplemental Security Income, just because the benefits for SSI are generally the same for most beneficiaries. Now, don't get me wrong, I do completely understand that some beneficiaries of SSI do get different amounts, but a lot of beneficiaries do get the maximum, which is $841. When we're talking about all these other benefits like Social Security Retirement or SSDI or Survivors or VA, all of these beneficiaries, for the most part, get a different amount. Therefore, I want to focus all of that in a separate video and bring you those details as well. That'll give you dedicated numbers for your benefits as well. Hope that makes sense. Anyway, let's talk about it and discuss SSI, Supplemental Security Income, what your benefits could look like, and what this new report is actually suggesting with the current environment that we're in right here, right now. All right, so inflation, right? Obviously, we all know about it. It's very high right now. Prices are going up on literally everything. No surprise. This is not news. We've all been living through this for a very long time now. No change. Well, for the most part, there is some change. And the change is that prices continue to go up. That's what we need to know. Well, based on a new report right now, they're actually suggesting that we could be seeing up to nearly 11% raise to monthly benefits going forward as a result of the annual adjustment. Let me talk you through the details and be specific about this. So, they're actually suggesting we could be seeing a 10.8% raise, or nearly 11%, as a result of the annual raise to monthly benefits. So, what will this do to your SSI benefits? Let me talk you through the details and give you some real numbers behind all of this because this is pretty interesting, right? So, this would actually be, for the record, the biggest raise that we've seen since 1981 when it was over 11% for that year. So, again, this is going way back over 40 years ago. So, long time ago since we've been dealing with numbers this big. So, it's actually a pretty big deal. With that being said, let's talk through the numbers here. I want to run through the calculations with you and let you know what your benefits could look like as a result of this massive raise. All right, so as of right now, you know the maximum benefit right now in 2022 is $841. However, let's apply the math on this now, and I'll give you the breakdown on this. If we apply a potential 10.8% raise, again, who would have ever guessed that we'd be looking at numbers this big? Considering last year in 2021, it was 1.3%. Seriously, 1.3% last year and 5.9% this year. We're almost double what it would be for this year in 2021. We're about 1% less going forward. So anyway, you can see how big this is, right? All right, so let me talk you through the numbers on this. So applying a 10.8% raise to monthly benefits of SSI, $841, would give you a $90 per month raise. from $841 up to $931 every single month. That'd be huge. To put that into perspective, check this out. $90 per month more across the entire year, 12 months, actually calculates out to $1,080 more throughout the course of the entire year, if it happens to be at 10.8%. Now, all of these reports that are out there right now are suggesting that we could be seeing anywhere between about 8.6%, 9.1%, 9.3%, even up to 10.8%. So, now that we are within these 3 months that all of these very important data points are actually coming out as far as inflation coming out, these are the very important months that we need to watch closely to see what is inflation actually doing during these 3 very important months, July, August, and September. So as we get these data points and we put them all together and we figure out what is the real raise going to be going forward, then we'll actually get these numbers. Now remember, the Social Security Administration announces this official raise in mid-October. Right after we get that inflation data for the month of September, of course, we will get that data out and Social Security will announce it right away. So I do know that we're a little bit out from that right now, but the fact of the matter is we still need to watch this closely because even though that this raise is out a little while, here's the fact about all of this. It's coming. This is something that does not need congressional approval. This is already something that is built into the budget. This is something that is built into the agreement of Social Security and the beneficiaries. And this is the annual raise. So we could be looking at something historic going forward here for millions of beneficiaries. And of course, SSI is part of that too. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, exactly. So, and again, I know I see your comments down below from some of you reaching out saying, we need the money now. Why are we talking about this out a year? Well, do you plan on getting benefits next year? Probably, right? So therefore, is this going to be important to you going forward? Well, I would hope so because this is your benefit. This is your money. This is your lifestyle. This is your livelihood, right? So I would hope that this is important to you. If it's not, then that's okay, I guess. But at the same time, in the event of living on a fixed income benefit, I hope that you're concerned about what your benefit is going to look like going forward because this is very, very important information. If they came back and said 0 raise for next year, would you be upset? I would guess so. I would think that you would be very, very upset, right? I know that I would be, considering with everything going on, I'd be very upset. So therefore, we probably want to watch this going forward, right? So whether the raise is big, medium, or small, we still want to pay attention to it. Does that kind of make sense? So again, I know there's a lot of moving parts about all of this. And one more side note that I want to throw out there as well. Of course, I see this down below as well, and I'm very aware of this situation where some of you reach out and say, yeah, a raise is nice, but guess what? At the end of the day, when they raise our benefits, guess what else they do? They reduce our SNAP benefits. I get it. Yeah, that's a tough situation. So the whole idea behind it is, well, maybe, who knows what's going to happen? I mean, I don't know. There's so many different avenues I could go down with this suggestion. At the same time, I still feel like it's very confusing to me why somebody living on a benefit amount significantly below the federal poverty line and who's receiving food benefits like SNAP benefits, I guess it just doesn't make any sense to me to give a huge benefit raise and then to take it all back by reducing food benefits. I don't know. Again, to me, that seems so weird to me. I don't know. I feel like there should be some language changes within the agreements between beneficiaries and SNAP that says, in the event of the annual raise as a result of the COLA, your benefits are not reduced when it comes down to SNAP benefits. That's just what seems to make sense to me, because if somebody living on SNAP benefits is getting SNAP, right? So if you're getting SSI, you're also getting SNAP. You're also probably getting Medicaid, right? Well, your benefit by definition is below the federal poverty line, and you're probably living below the federal poverty line too, because realistically, they don't let you have a whole lot of money if you're receiving SSI benefits. So as a result of that, it doesn't really seem fair to me to have somebody living below the federal poverty line and then having their benefits reduced, right? Again, seems kind of weird. I wish that I could change the language on that, because I certainly would do that. But anyway, hopefully they'll do something about that. And who knows, maybe somebody of authority is actually watching this video and maybe taking some of these thoughts into consideration. Anyway, I'll keep you posted as I get more information on a potential raise and how much that raise is going to be to your monthly benefits. But based on this new report, this is what we're looking at going forward. Massive, 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 massive raise. So anyway, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands of videos right here on the channel. Until next time, have a good one. Please enjoy. Have a nice day, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.